Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan and I love colorful makeup and colorful language. I am excited today. I'm here to do a kind of chatty get ready with me using some new makeup. So last week I unboxed my new Clionadh stained glass shadows and my Rephr Kickstarter brush collection, the core and the bespoke collections. I've been mentally itching to use those products, but also kind of in a funk, so I haven't really been playing with makeup too much lately. But I'm here today to put them on my eyes. So this is gonna be like a second impressions for me. I did film one of these get ready with me's a few days ago, and I just I haven't watched the footage back, but after I finished filming it, I just felt like I might have been just a little bit too low in the video to feel comfortable kind of editing and posting it. To say that if you see color and things on the brushes when using them, it's because I've used them one time. So just as a general notice. One other quick housekeeping thing, I changed up the angle a little bit. I was a little bit inspired by Lacey and some of her get ready with me's. I'm gonna see how I like it, and you can let me know how you like it too. Just giving it a try. Also, as per usual, my cats are playing in the background. I keep boxes because they like to play with them, and then I get annoyed when they're playing with them in the background of my videos, but that's my life. So I'm gonna get started and then I'll kind of talk through where I'm at and all of that. So yeah, so I did the get ready with me a few days ago, and while the makeup look is pretty, I knew I was super down in the video. I feel like I'm pretty open here on this channel. I do struggle with depression. I also struggle with seasonal affective disorder, and those two hit me with a wallop like right as the time changed in the beginning of November. And then the past couple of weeks have just been extra tough. So, you know, I was on here doing my normal chatty get ready with me, talking to everybody about where I'm at, how I'm feeling, and I was in a bad mental space a couple days ago. I'm not like cured right now either, but I'm just trying to be real without being almost too triggering, I guess is the way to put it. I really like this brush, by the way. I originally thought of it as more of just a concealer brush, but I feel like it's a good like concealer and foundation brush. So I did film that video, and then I just didn't really feel comfortable kind of diving into editing it. So I'm gonna call that one a wash, and we're here now. The other thing that I really wanted to talk about is that I started a Patreon. Now I just have to say this from the very, very get-go. There is no pressure to become a patron. I know I'm going to talk about it on the channel, but one, I hope it's not too annoying when I do, and two, like, if you're not in a financial place or if you don't feel a connection to, you know, to do that, I'm still doing videos, I'm still here. The reason why I'm starting a Patreon, or why I started one, I mean, realistically, it's because I would love to be able to upgrade my equipment, maybe get background, like something that's better than this off-white wall situation. You know, I'm still filming on my iPhone, maybe get a real camera, or just generally feel a little bit more like I can invest the time and energy that I want to and I've enjoyed investing, and not feel like I'm taking away from, you know, other parts of my life in some way. And the other part of the Patreon, so there's kind of like, I almost think of it as like two halves to a whole. So I have perks that are makeup and YouTube related, and then I have perks that are like food related, because I love recipe developing, I love cooking, I love, you know, making recipes, but I feel like I haven't really given myself the time or space to kind of dig into that. But actually the job that I started kind of recently has actually inspired me quite a bit to do more. Not that I'm doing that in that role, but it's kind of like getting me reconnected into looking at food media more, looking at recipes and what's out there, and just paying attention to things. This is a great powder brush, by the way. So the Patreon has, like, I think of it as like a couple of different options. If you just want to support makeup, if you want to support food, if you want to support food and makeup, if you just want to watch over here and subscribe or interact with me on Instagram and Twitter, I'm cool with that too. Like I said, really no pressure. And if you're thinking about pledging and you have input or thoughts on like what you look for in a Patreon, I'm also open to, it's a work in progress is what I'm gonna say. And if I change anything within the tiers that I've built, if I change something and I already have patrons, it's only gonna be to benefit. So I would never be like, oh yeah, become a patron, and then I'm gonna change, you know, a tier from a bunch of perks to no perks or something. And I know that Patreon is not like, so what am I trying to say? This is not just a money grab, but I will say that financials are a reason that I did start it. So like, I know that I'm not gonna become this like, you know, millionaire because of a Patreon that I started, or because of this channel or anything like that. But part of the reason why the last couple weeks have been so tough is that I haven't had much freelance work. One of the gigs that I was doing that was like my full-time, like, you know, it was a certain number of hours a week guaranteed, changed over to just kind of an on-call situation, just because that's the nature of the world, that's the nature of that person's business. And then another one of my freelance gigs kind of just fizzled out kind of for the holidays. So it's been a tough couple of weeks, and December is probably gonna still be kind of tough for me financially, if I'm being like real frank, which obviously I am right now. So I have the time to put into like these different parts of my creative sides, and so it would be nice if I, you know, had a little bit of support to go along with it. So that's all like kind of the real places I'm coming from with that. It's hard because sometimes I upload videos talking about things like this and I feel straight up pitiful. Like the reaction to my wish list video, I'm so thankful for, because after I finished it and like uploaded it, I was like, wow, I sound like literally like a pitiful mess in there. And I feel like, you know, people responded either positively or neutrally, and I was totally fine with that, and I appreciate that. I forgot bronzer. I'm gonna add bronzer. There's part of me that wants to be really open and honest on the internet as to like how I'm doing mentally, because that helps me as well. Like if I can relate to friends or acquaintances or even people that I don't know but happen to be following online, like if I can relate to them, it does help me feel a little bit better. And I also am from a family that like doesn't talk about mental health at all and doesn't really deal with things, and I'm dealing with that like stigma as an adult. I guess I want to be as open as I can be, but sometimes I do then kind of criticize myself internally for how open I am about things. Does that make sense? I don't know. That also, I like this bronzer brush. Bronzer is definitely easier to apply when you have it on your blush first, but these two together, dream team. This is a pretty nice buffing brush. So in a less depressed and less completely out of it tone than previously, I just wanted to update, you know, let you know where I'm at. Like, things are nowhere near perfect, and I don't know, just how it is. But anyway, I'm excited about the prospects of Patreon. I won't talk about it the whole video, but with the Patreon, I just wanted to say, like, I always feel the need to explain myself. It was definitely inspired by Teresa, her finally starting one. And I also have friends that I follow and support. My friend Renice, she has a Patreon that's like just a total blend of the things she's trying to do creatively. She has food writing, she has writing about, you know, her life as a queer Black woman. She has some not safe for work stuff up there too, like, and I think she just showed me that I don't have to pick one thing, and that's how I've been doing my social media lately. That's how I've been doing everything. I'm like, my cats are literally over there trying to rock the automatic feeder like it's a vending machine to get out more food. I'll be right back. Did I just feed my cats even though they've had multiple meals today so that they would shut up? Yeah, I did. I remember why I was so down in that video, and I'm gonna go into it too, but I feel a little bit more capable of just talking about it. So growing up, since I was born, since I can remember, my parents have owned their own small business. We've been a small business family, and I never really felt a draw to own my own business because I saw the ups and downs, the irregularities of, you know, money, paying out of pocket because health insurance gets way too expensive and you don't have like a corporation helping you get a better, you know, policy. I've seen all of that. I never wanted that life. I never wanted that, like, I'm just gonna start my own business. Like, I had family, I had close family, like as soon as I graduated college was like, oh, you should just move back home and like open up your own boutique here. And I'm like, I don't want that. So freelance life has reminded me that I don't really want that. Because it's so irregular. I'm going with some lethal matte shadows first. Oh wait, what am I doing? Wait, I'm a mess. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about life for a second. I'm gonna stop talking about the slightly depressing part of life right now and talk about something that brought me so much joy. So after I posted that wishlist video, I had a subscriber reach out and ask if they could send me something for my birthday. And I was like, you know, gifts are a love language for me, both giving them to others and receiving them. So I was down. And then like, oh, on my birthday, they spoiled what the gift was because of the shipping time. Jamie got me the 2 Kaleidos highlighters that were on my wish list. They showed up 2 days ago. No, yesterday. They showed up yesterday. And so that was also the impetus to just refilm this video because I thought, you know what, I can just use these on camera with my new stuff. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you so much. Like, beyond just giving me a gift, just being a subscriber. She found me through Teresa, so I always appreciate Teresa, but for sticking around. And this was just so sweet and kind. So I was really excited to get both of these. And so I got the icy blue one, which is Skywalker, and it's adorable, like rubberized hen packaging. And then inside, that's Skywalker. It's definitely like a glitter highlight, but it's a finely milled glitter. And then the other one that I got is Star Surfer. And Star Surfer has this adorable pink packaging. Now, I'm an animal. So through, I think, Half Cousins Discord, either Half Cousins or Teresa's Discord, I discovered that the Kaleidos eyeshadow palettes were all magnetized. So like I rearranged all mine. So with this, I was really hoping that that would be the same case. And the reason why I'm an animal is because I already took this one out of the packaging. The sad news is that, well, it came out pretty easily. It's not a magnetized pan and you can't put it back in. So I added a magnet to the pan and put it in my, like the palette that I use for single highlighters. it's kind of sad. Like this, because I just did the unpopular opinions video, I do think about like, are magnetized pans less sustainable? Like, is magnetized metal less sustainable than unmagnetized metal? Is it just cheaper to not use a metal that's naturally magnetic? I don't know what I'm talking about, but I was a little sad because I also felt like I heard somebody in one of the millions of Kaleidos videos that I watched for the highlighters, I feel like I heard somebody mention that they've taken them out and put them back in. I mean, I was gonna take this out of the packaging anyway. I think this would be a great little like pill case or like a little purse kind of container. I love having things like this. So I'm not mad that I depotted it, but this one might stay in its kind of chunky but adorable packaging. Anyway, that aside, I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna start with Star Walker. I've only swatched these on my fingers. I haven't put them on my face. So this is an eye brush from Rephr, but it's the largest eye brush that I have. The smallest teardrop face brush is quite a bit larger. I'm gonna try this for that whole pinpointed highlight thing and see how it picks up the Kaleidos highlighter. The pink highlighter, when I swatched it, does look a little glittery as well, but it's definitely a different formula from Skywalk. Let's see if any of that picked up. I can't even tell. Oh, that's pretty. Unlike a lot of the pink highlighters that I have that tend to just look like a soft, kind of shiny pink, but also skin tone-ish, this one still gets that little catch of like a stronger pink shift. It's not as strong as that one that looks, that one that's called Comet Catcher. That one looks like it's a more intense pink shift. This is just like a softer sheen. Oh, I love how it looks on my Cupid's bow. Because I can't resist, because I haven't put it on my face. Oh no, well, that's a bummer. I am going to go in with Skywalker. I love when I really concentrate my highlight like right here. It definitely looks more purple because the two are blended together, but that's all Skywalker that you're seeing on screen like that. For the true like alien slut in me, I may not use the Rephr brushes for highlighter. I may go back to my Shop Miss A one because it's my favorite, but this is a nice one to try out. Also, I feel like I need to say this again because I'm feeling self-conscious about it. No matter what I think about the Kaleidos highlighters as like a product, thank you again, Jamie, because you are a sweet, kind human being, and I so appreciate you. Just felt like I had to say that.
Hey friends, Editing Emily here. I realized that after I did my highlighter and I came to eyeshadow, I just forgot to talk about my thoughts about freelancing and all of that. Just to try to quickly wrap that up. Basically, freelancing has been tough. It reminded me of why I didn't want to start a small business from a young age, and I don't want to do it now. And my Christmas wish, my birthday wish, my New Year's wish is to find something full-time that I can just hopefully do one or maybe 2 jobs and not a bunch of little ones. Anyway, that's all.
Now we're gonna do eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with some mattes from Lethal, and then we're going to go into the Clionadh stained glass. So this is the second largest eye brush from Rephr, and you can see for me, that's like a one and done brush. Like if I was doing a kind of soft and natural look, you could do your transition blend out in a breeze. But this little sucker is awesome. We'll wing it out a little bit more. Yeah, that's what we get. This is a great brush for me. I'm already so in love. I mean, I'm also using my favorite mattes ever, but this is a great brush. This is the second largest eye brush, and I'm gonna go into Petrichor, which is like a teal. pretty. If you go in really lightly, you can get that like soft wash of teal, or you can really build it up. I mean, how easy was that? I think that's all I want for the mattes. I'm just intensifying it a little bit right there. I love that blend out. That's all for the mattes for this eye. Same old glitter glue. We're focusing that just on the lid. Rephr brush. I'm picking up just a little bit more of the shadow, and I'm going to kind of blend out into that wing a little bit. This definitely does have, these shadows have a black base, so I think if you were gonna do this and you didn't have a color down before, you may or may not love that result, but that is pretty. I'm unsure about these shadows because, I mean, when my lid is like perfect and taut, it's beautiful, but when it's not, it's still pretty, but it's more duochrome and less multichrome. I'm going to leave the eye at that. Last time I applied these, I like went in and did another coat with my finger. I'm just gonna leave it because I want to see how it behaves. Basically, I had a less than optimal wear time the last time I tried these, and I don't want to assume that's going to happen this time. I'm just having a little bit more of a controlled hand with applying it. Let me see. I'm going to put on a little bit more of the purple matte on that inner part of the eye. Yeah, I kind of just wanted a stronger purple. I'm going to blend that down into the teal a little bit. Now it's time for lower lash line glitter glue. My favorite new discovery, this tiny pencil brush, and Tower, which is the pastel stained glass. And wow, is this an unexpected star of the ones that I ordered. Going in with Ripple and putting it on the very bottom of the lash line. Ooh. Ripple, which is a glitter stained glass formula, is beautiful. So is Tower. Tower is gorgeous. Okay. So last time when I did this look, maybe I have a picture, I'll put it on the screen. Last time I put carving on the very inner corner of my eye. That was really pretty, but that day I tried Reflectance, which is the iridescent one, on my face as a highlighter. Today I'm gonna put Reflectance on my inner corner. And then that like round brush that I mentioned in my video of how this is a good inner corner brush, I'm gonna give that a try again. It worked well for Ripple. Oh my god. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know if I like the eye with the face right now. Something feels, I'm just overjudging myself. I like that a lot. I am going to do the other eye off camera and finish up the eyes. I think I'm gonna do black in the waterline and mascara. And we will be back to figure out what we're doing on our lips. I'm back with my both eyes finished, and yes, my lips are on, obviously. So that is the finished eye look. For lips, I did a mix of Friday from Colorpop and Dr. M. This is the teal color I was wearing in one of my videos recently that people complimented. So that's these two colors. It's the Ultra Matte formula. These are the only two colors that I will wear in their Ultra Matte formula because they're still, even with the like revamped formula, they're just too dry for me. But I'm about to be on the Half Cousins podcast, so I decided to just embrace the weird and go for it. And these are not new to me. I'm just trying to get a little bit more use out of them because I find that the Colorpop liquid lip formulas go bad pretty quickly compared to other things in my collection. So that is my finished look using new products, new brushes, and I'm really happy with it. I think that the Clionadh shadows are gorgeous. I'm still experiencing a little bit of creasing pretty quickly with the Clionadh shadows. I'm gonna see how it sits and wears on me, but that's a like first impression disappointment. But I'm excited to keep playing with the colors that I have, and I know for sure I'm going to be using Carving, the color that I didn't use. I'm going to be using it in a video coming up like mid-December for sure, and I'm going to keep using these off camera. And if I have like more updated thoughts that I can either put in the description box or in a pinned comment of this video, I will. Otherwise, maybe I'll do like a follow-up first impressions kind of video. Would that be cool? Like things that maybe I featured on my channel once or twice and then my thoughts on them. I don't know, maybe we'll do that. We'll see. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything that you saw me use on my face or any requests for videos, you can always leave them in the comments. If you're interested, I would love for you to maybe check out my Patreon. Feel free to become a patron if that interests you, and otherwise just thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm omnivorous over there, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye friends.